Hello, Bearcat fans, and welcome to Kirksville, Missouri, as we are here on the campus of Truman State University, or inside Pershing Arena, for the game of the week. In my opinion, the conference game of the week between Truman State Bulldogs and your Southwest Baptist University Bearcats. This is the final regular season games for both of these teams heading into the conference tournament play next week. Ironically, this is the first matchup between these two teams this season, but this could easily they could easily play each other two more times in the next 2 weeks. I will explain that and get to that in a moment. First, let's look at the two teams that are playing today. The Truman State Bulldogs come into this game with a record of 17 and 1. They are currently riding a 12-game win streak as they have not lost since the very end of January, or very end of January, where they lost to the Maryville Saints in St. Charles, Missouri. That was anomaly loss for the Bulldogs, as Maryville Saints won't even make it to the tournament this year. But Maryville just went off crazy, hit a whole bunch of shots, and took the Bulldogs down. That was their one and only loss of the season back in January. Now, the Bearcats come to this game with a record of 15 and 5. They are currently riding a 4-game win streak, which started in Indianapolis, Indiana, as they beat the Indianapolis Greyhounds on February 13th, and then came back home for a nice 2-game homestand where they took on Lewis University, and they won on a last-second shot by Mitch Ganote. And then a couple days later, they had senior day and took down Illinois Springfield in a fantastic fashion. They beat them by a score of 73 to 60. And then they went up to Quincy, Missouri just on Thursday, or I'm sorry, Quincy, Illinois took on Quincy University and beat them by a score of 81 to 69. That was a very good win for the Bearcats, as they got onto a 4-game win streak coming into this game. But not only that, Quincy took Truman State to overtime and also led them late in the game at one point in their second match of the season. But Truman State still took down that win. Quincy was a very good team and a very good win for them. So this will be a very tough matchup between these two teams. As mentioned, Truman State is number 3 in the nation right now. They've been slowly riding up all season as they have continued to win. They are currently first in the conference, whereas the Bearcats are 4th in the Great Lakes Valley Conference. This game does not affect the Bulldogs at all standing-wise, maybe ranking or regional ranking as we get into those probably in this next week. But with a win, the Bearcats would jump up to 2nd place in the conference, which doesn't make a big difference outside of maybe they don't play Truman Bulldogs in the semifinals of the conference tournament if they were to win the quarterfinal matchup. But this game is more of a let's see where we are at heading into the conference tournament type of game for both of these teams, as this is the first matchup between both of them. It should be a very, very good game. Both of these teams have the ability to win the conference tournament as well. There are really 3 things on the line for the Bearcats this game. One of them being they would move up into 2nd place in the conference standings. Another is, with a win, they would most likely clinch a spot in the regional tournament, which Clark Shehai and the SVU Bearcats have not been to since his time here at SVU in the last 7 years. the last the last perk of winning this game would be that with a win, it could very easily give Clark Shihai GOVC Coach of the Year, which, since they were picked preseason around 8th or ninth in the conference and would finish the regular season second. It does not happen too often, and so that would give him a good chance of winning Coach of the Year. Plus, a win against this high power team would give them a major confidence that they would have to major confidence beating the number 3 team in the nation heading into the tournament. Now, a lot of fans you'd think would be scared of playing a number 3 team in the nation on the road, last game of the season, very good team that we are playing. But I'm not so sure that we should be that scared. Let's take a look back down memory lane where the SBU Bearcats took on the number 1 team in the nation, Bellarmine, just a year ago, and we'll see how that game ended. So let's take a look at these highlights. I don't know about you guys, but that gives me goosebumps every single time I watch it. Oh, I love seeing that team, seeing that win they had. That was a huge win for this basketball program. I mean, it just showed that this is a new SBU men's team that is not to be trifled with. And I'm sure you noticed there are a lot of people on that team that is back this year. You have Brady Smith, Mitch Ganote, Quinn Nelson, all 3 players, Joe Miller, Tyler Williams. All 4 of those, or 5 of those, had a big impact on that game. And they've got a lot more talent around them, too. And Nico Aguirre, Jaleel Bobrun, Coco Morales, RJ Crawford, Tyler Williams, as mentioned. I mean, Houston Johnson just got a great lot of talent around this team. Whew. So that got me excited heading into this game. Now, SBU has already clinched a spot in the conference tournament and will likely host the first round regardless of the outcome of this game. This first round will happen on Wednesday, March 3rd at 6 p.m. CST, or Central Standard Time. Who they play is completely up in the air, and we will not know until later this afternoon when all of these games are complete. There is a whole bunch of games going on. Now, Drury University, they are not playing today. Their game got canceled. But as mentioned over here, we've got Lindenwood and Indianapolis. They're already on the way against Lindenwood. Lindenwood has the lead by 8. And Maryville and Lewis, that makes a difference. If Maryville beats Lewis, that may drop Lewis out of the conference tournament. Rockhurst wins William Jewell. If Rockhurst wins that game, it could bump them into the conference tournament. And then Missouri, S&T, and Illinois Springfield, that doesn't really have much of an impact, except if Missouri S&T wins, that will put them at 250 win percentage on the season, which will give us 2 extra points since we beat them both on the road and at home. And not a whole lot of the teams up at the top have beaten them both times. So we are not too far away from getting into the national anthem and starting lineups of this game, as well as they're going to do a presentation for 1,000 points, as one of their players hit 1,000 points not too long ago. I believe that was Cade McKnight, number 40 of them. We will meet them in a second, but while we wait for that, we are going to step aside and we're going to watch this interview that I had with Clark Shihai just a few days ago. Hope you all enjoy. Alright, welcome back. So we are here for the beginning of this game. We're just about to get through the starting lineups. They just announced Cade McKnight, number 40, getting 1,000 points for the Truman State Bulldogs in his career. He's just a redshirt junior, so we still have another year to go against him. Now, starting lineups for the Truman State Bulldogs. First, they have number 10, Turner Scott, who is the point man for them. He is a very good player, averaging 11.5 points per game, shooting 42% from three. So he can definitely has the ability to shoot the ball. Next is number 12, Mason Miller. Mason Miller is averaging 10.6 points per game and is shooting 38% from three, 42% from the field. Another good player. They all have a whole bunch. Number 4, Dylan Peters, averaging 12.9 points per game. Shooting 56% from the field. Does not take many threes, but still a good player. And then the next is number 24, Elijah Hayskamp, averaging 11.2 points per game and is shooting 43.9% from the three-point line, 92% from the free throw line. I believe he is first in the conference. And then rounding it out for the Bulldogs is number 40, Cade McKnight, averaging 17.4 points per game, shooting 52% from the field. I mean, this team is just amazing. I mean, all starting five is averaging in double digits. You don't come across a team that good that often. So this is going to be a very tough challenge for the Bearcats. Now let's get into the starting lineups for your SVU Bearcats. Same starting lineup for the last few games outside of Senior Day. Of course, is number 3, Quinn Nelson, out of Ozark, Missouri. Been a big player for this team this year, averaging around 15 points a game. Number 10, Mitch Ganote, the point guard, sophomore out of Sewanee, Georgia. Another big player. Number 5, Jaleel Bobrun, the freshman out of Texas. He's a big guy that just started starting for us about 4 or 5 games ago. Thankful for him and the effort he's put in for this game. Then we got number 21, the man, the myth, the legend for the Bearcats, Brady Smith. You can look to him to always get buckets. And then number 33, Joe Miller. So we are just moments away from tip-off here. We'll have Bobrun and Peters for the tip. Clark Sheehyde, head coach for the Bearcats. Jeff Horner for the Bulldogs. Bearcats win the tip. Mitch Ganote has it. And they look to get the ball moving. Brady Smith passes it around. Miller, now Nelson. Trying to get some quick, easy buckets. Nelson gets stopped easily. Now Miller gets it inside to Bobrun. Guarded by Knight. Throw it out to Smith. 10 seconds on the shot clock. Jumper, good! Brady Smith strikes early for the Bearcats. 2-0 SVU. Now Turner Scott brings the ball up the court for the Bulldogs. And he loses it. Turnover. Mitch Ganote into the hands of Mitch Ganote, and he gets the ball tipped from him, but it goes into Brady Smith's hand. He gets the ball. Joe Miller. Quick 4 points for the Bearcats. 4-0 SVU. 45 seconds into this game. That is a good start for SVU, as that was just an unforced turnover by Turner Scott. It's not happened very often. The Bearcats took advantage of it. Gets the ball to Hayskamp. Now Cade McKnight for 3. No good. Ball got tipped out of bounds off the Bulldogs. Bearcats basketball. Quick sub for Bulldogs. Number 23, Mark Rogers, checked in for Dylan Peters, as Jeff Horner reamed him out. Not happy. Bearcats have the ball up 4-0. Smith with it. Now to Ganote. Ganote drives in. Jumper. No good. Good shot, but could not get it to drop. Bulldogs got the rebounds. Now Turner Scott throws it. Good ball movement by the Bulldogs. It's stripped away by Quinn Nelson. Stolen away. Bearcats basketball. Quinn Nelson for 3. No good. Bulldogs got the rebounds. Bearcats lead by 4. 18:20 to go in the first half. Turner Scott tried to get the ball into Cade McKnight, and Jaleel Bobrun fouled him as he tried to tip the ball away. Cannot have him get into foul trouble, because we do not have much big man behind him. We got Coco Morales, but he will struggle against a great player of Cade McKnight. That was his team's first. Bulldogs move the ball around. Now Turner Scott gets a ball screen, guarded by Ganote. Now Rogers gets it back to Scott. Bearcats are doing a good job of keeping them outside the three-point line. Rogers pass the ball to Hayescamp. Hayescamp contested three, no good. Defensive board by Brady Smith. He pushes the tempo. And he gets pushed. No foul called. Turns around, up, and got a shot blocked. A lot of contact. Did not get a foul called. Did not pass the ball either. Now Turner Scott. Good defense by the Bearcats so far this game. Hayescamp. It's a ball screen. And McKnight tries to throw it in, but gets tipped by Beaubrun. Goes back into the hands. Ball moving around like crazy right now. As Bearcats are having some good, solid defense as Turner Scott drives in, throws it out. Hayescamp for three, no good. Truman State is struggling from the field. And Joe Miller gets the ball underneath, misses a shot, but gets the offensive board, goes back up with it, could not get it to go. Defensive board for the Bulldogs. This is a high, intense, early game for both these teams. Whew. Can't get him, and it's stolen away by the Bearcats. Tipped by Beaubrun. Good defense by him. Brady Smith, who wanted to take a three, but picked it up instead. Bearcats looking to just get the ball moving. 22 seconds on the shot clock. 16:35 left in the first half. Bearcats lead 4-0. Miller with the ball. Gets a screen by Beaubrun. Now Quinn Nelson, 4-3. Could not get it to go. Not a good start for Quinn Nelson as he's 0 for 2 from 3 to start. At least the Bearcats are doing good on defense, holding Bulldogs to 0 points in the first 3 minutes and 45 seconds. That is the key to winning this game. Mason Miller gets a wide open three. No good, though. Man, they are cold. Now, Brady Smith with it on the other end. Gets the ball to Ganote. Ganote drives in. Gets the ball in the Beaubrun. Beaubrun with the jam! 2 points for the Bearcats and Jaleel Beaubrun. 6-0 SBU. Good pass by Mitch Ganote to get it inside to Jaleel Beaubrun. Bearcats chaining defense, continuing to try and get a stop. Turner Scott has it, guarded by Ganote. Gets it inside to McKnight. Gets it to a cutting Hayescamp, and he got an easy bucket. Bearcats cannot let that happen. Doing good on defense and then let him get an easy bucket. Need to make him make tough shots. On the other end, Bearcats have it up 6-2, 15:20 left in this first half. Ganote has it underneath. Guarded by Scott, up with it, no good. And not calling any fouls. There was a lot of contact. Turner Scott on the other end. Gets it to McKnight, hands it off to Miller. Miller, jumper, and it drops in off the front iron. 6-4 SBU leads. Bearcat basketball. Ganote brings the ball up, gets it to Beaubrun. Some screens around. Now Nelson, now Beaubrun. Beaubrun with a three. No good off the front of the iron. He took a dribble. Not the kind of shot you want him to take. Bearcats are cold from the three-point line. Throw it across court. Cade McKnight to drive in, and he got fouled. Foul on number 33, Joe Miller. That will lead us to a media timeout. Bearcats lead 6-4, 14:33 left in this first half. We are going to step aside, and we'll be back right after this. back to Pershing Arena at Truman State University as we are back after this first media timeout. Bearcats lead 6-4. Cade McKnight at the line for 2 free throws. He is an 83% free throw shooter on the season with 100 attempts. First one is up and good. Wow, that's impressive. 83 for 100, now 84 for 101 on the season. Jeez. Quinn Nelson has a lot of free throws and hasn't even shot that much, I don't think. And he made both, ties the game at 6. Tyler Williams and Nico Aguirre checked in along with RJ Crawford and Juan Morales for the Bearcats. Quinn Nelson's the only starter still out on the court. So Bearcats are going to see if they can continue to get something going. See if they can get some buckets. It's good defensively, but not great offensively. As ball got tipped away, but now Nelson has it. Gets double teamed, throws it inside to Morales. He goes up with it and gets it to go. Good find by Quinn Nelson, an even better finish by Coco Morales. He had Cade McKnight right on his back, but he finished it 8-6. Bearcats lead. Just under 14 to go in this first half. Now on the other end, Truman State has it. Number 3, Hunter Strait checked in for the Bulldogs. Turner Scott has it, gets a ball screen. Throws it Cade McKnight for 3. No good. Defensive board by Tyler Williams. Hands it off to Aguirre. He gets it to Quinn Nelson. Now Aguirre to Williams. Now Nelson. He can move it now. Williams. Williams drives in. Turns. Backs some guy down. Up. And no good. Not the best shot as he kind of faded away from the basket. But he does make those shots often. Now Miller on the other end. Cade McKnight. Turner Scott turns the corner with the ball. Tries to throw it ahead to Peters, guarded by Williams. And then he goes up with a shot, and a foul was called on number 11, Tyler Williams. That is his first foul, the team's 3rd foul. There has not been a single foul called on the Bulldogs this game, as Peters is going to go to the line for 2. Peters is a 70% free throw shooter on the season. His first one is up. Completely airballed it short. Not even close. Wow. That was like a Shaquille O'Neal free throw. He's shaking his head. Can't blame him. Let's see if he hits something on this one. Second one is up, and that one was good. That was nothing but net. He gotta give him props for shaking it off and hitting the next one. So Bearcats lead 8-7. 13 minutes to go in this first half. Williams hands it off to Nelson. Now Crawford. Now Nelson. Nelson drives in. Gets it inside to Crawford. Crawford up and in. Good ball movement by the Bearcats. Quinn Nelson with a quick 2 assists. He may not be scoring points, but he's giving off buckets to his teammates. Now on the other end, Peters drives in, guarded by Williams. Up. Way too easy bucket. Coach Shihas yelling at Tyler Williams to guard him. Bearcats lead 10-9. 12:30 to go in this first half. Now Morales on the other end. Gets it to Williams. Now Aguirre. Aguirre gets a ball screen. Pulls it out. Ball screen from Morales. Drives in. Kicks it out to Williams. 7 on the shot clock. Now Nelson. 4 on the shot clock. Nelson, step 3. And it's good! Bang! Quinn Nelson. 4-3. 1 of 3 for the game. Bearcats lead by 4. Just under 12. Next whistle will lead to a media timeout. Now Bulldogs have it on the other end. Turner Scott 4-3. No good. Rebounded by Crawford. Bulldogs are not hitting much from deep, which is good for the Bearcats. They've only hit 1. Now Williams gets a ball screen by Morales. Now hands it off to Nelson. Nelson is having a heck of a game so far. Crawford, running by 2, hits out to Morales. Morales drives in, jumper, no good. And the ball went out of bounds off of Dylan Peters. So the ball will remain with the Bearcats in possession on underneath their basket. That will lead us to immediate timeout. Bearcats lead 13-9. We are going to step aside and we'll be back right after this. Welcome back, Bearcat fans, to Pershing Arena as the Bearcats have the ball up by 4. Brady Smith checked back in along with Mitch Ganote. As Quinn Nelson checks out, they get the ball inside quickly to Brady Smith. Brady Smith takes a dribble, gets the ball poked, but there's a foul called. Foul's going to be called on number 4, Dylan Peters. He is having a rough game so far. This is his first, team's first. Brady Smith gets it into Aguirre. Now Smith, now Ganote, gets a ball screen. Now Aguirre drives in. He's now guarded by Turner Scott. Looks to drive in. Goes up, throws it to Morales. Morales got the ball stolen away by Turner Scott. Scott looks to push it. Gets the ball inside to Dylan Peters. And there's a foul called. Foul's going to be called on number 10, Mitch Ganote. His first, team's first. Jaleel Bobrun checks in for the Bearcats along with Joe Miller. Turner Scott to inbound it. Bearcats lead 13-9. Gets it in, almost stolen away by Bobrun. McKnight, he hands it off to Miller. Miller guarded by Ganote. Aguirre's on Scott. Scott, he's up at the logo near half court. Not getting much now. Dylan Peters has it, guarded by Miller. He drives in, turnaround. He throws it out to Straight, and he loses it. Oh, keeps handling it, throws it out. Scott, 2 on the shot clock. Jumper, good. Wow. Turner Scott is a heck of a player. That was a great play by him. Good defense all around by the Bearcats. 13-11, SBU leads. 10-10 left in the first half. Now Brady Smith hands it off to Aguirre. Now Brady Smith drives in, jumper, his forte, no good though. Coach, he has yelling for him to move the ball, keep the ball moving, too early in the shot clock for that kind of shot. Now Cade McKnight for 3, and he got that to go. Truman State has their first lead of the game, 14-13. Bearcats have the ball. Quinn Nelson's going to check back in. Now Aguirre. Now Ganote. Bearcats need to get a good offensive possession here. Ganote drives in. Miller. Shot fake. Jumper. No good. Bearcats cannot get any offensive rebounds. They just have one. Now Miller on the other end. And they call a foul on Jaleel Bobrun. That's going to be his second, team's 5th. Quinn Nelson checks in for Aguirre. Tyler Williams will check in for Jaleel Bobrun as he is going to take a seat with his second foul for a while. Turner Scott inbounds it to Hunter Straight. Now Hayscamp. Now Scott gets a ball screen. Closely guarded. Now Peters gets the ball inside. Stolen away by Tyler Williams. Good step in by him to get that ball. Now Brady Smith drives in, up, off the glass. No good. Miller with the offensive board. As if on cue, throws it to Brady Smith. Bearcats get a new possession. And they get the ball, try to get the ball inside of Tyler Williams, but it's stolen away. And it's stolen away again. Now Tyler Williams on the front end. Jam time, Tyler Williams. Puts the Bearcats back up, 15-14. Good defensive play by Quinn Nelson to poke the ball free of Turner Scott. And then went right into the hands of Ganote, threw it ahead to Williams. Now Hayscamp on the other end. 8:22 left. As Turner Scott as he gets a ball screen. Now Hayscamp gets it inside. It's inside to Owen Coburn. And he got an easy bucket for 2. Cannot let him get easy buckets. Bulldogs back on top, 16-15. 8 minutes to go in the first half. Ganote gets it to Nelson. Now Smith. Now Miller. Miller with a wide open 3. Bang! Big 3 by Joe Miller. He looks at the bench, says, let's go. Let's go. Bearcats lead by 2. Looking to get a stop on the defensive ends. Now Hayscamp. Hayes Camp takes the dribble, gets it to Scott. Scott gets the ball screen, drives in, throws it, and it's stolen away by the Bearcats. And they throw it ahead. Ganote. He's got Nelson drilling behind him. Throws it inside to Ganote. Ganote, turn around. And he got fouled. They're going to call a foul on the floor, but that foul's going to go on number 3, Hunter Straight. Be his first, team second. So that will be, let's do immediate timeout. Bearcats lead 18-16, 7:29 left to go in the first half. We'll take a quick break and we'll be back right after this. Welcome back to Parachute Arena on the campus of Truman State University. Bearcats have the ball up by 2, 7:30 to go in the first half. Ganote looks inbound and gets it to Miller. Up at the top of the key, throws it to Williams. Now Smith. Now Miller. Miller drives in, goes up with it off the glass, cannot get it to go, and then got called with a foul, and that's going to be his second. That's now Joe Miller and Jaleel Bobrun both with 2 fouls. Man, Miller's having a good game too. He's already got 5 points. He's 2 of 6 from the field though. It's not hit all his shots, but he's playing hard like he always does. So Truman State ball, SBU leads by 2. Turner Scott brings the ball up the court. He throws it out to Straight. Now Peters to Hayes Camp. And they can double him, and it's almost stolen away. Now McKnight at the near half court throws it to Scott. Scott gets it right inside to McKnight. Good pass by him. There's nobody there, and R.J. Crawford is going to check in for the Bearcats. Tie game 18-18, Bearcats basketball. Tyler Williams to Morales. Now Nelson. Nelson, jumper, no good. Bearcats are not getting a lot of their shots to fall. I mean, neither are the Bulldogs. It's all about who can ever shoot better. Bulldogs are shooting 50% from the field. Not a good sign. Straight for a wide open 3 on the other end, and he got it to go. Timeout called by SBU. Bearcats are not shooting the ball well, but I mean the Bulldogs are shooting over 50% from the field, as they now lead 21-18. 6:19 to go in this first half. That's only their Bulldogs' second 3 of the game, and I mean they average 37% from the 3-point line. Bearcats average 36% from the 3-point line. Truman State averages 78 points per game. SBU averages 77 points per game. Bearcats average 35.8 rebounds per game. Truman State averages 33.6 rebounds per game. Field goal percentage, Truman State 49%, SBU 48%. I mean, you just can't have much of a closer matchup. So it's all about who plays better in this game. And right now, I mean, it's close, but it looks like Truman's playing better. They're up by 3. Now Ganote will bring the ball up the court. Little jog, dribbles it, and he gets a quick double team, but he gets out of it. Now Crawford has it, gets it to Morales. Nelson falls down. This ball tipped away. Not many fouls are being called. Brady Smith gets it to Nelson. Nelson drives in. Now Smith for three. Bang! Big three for Brady Smith. That's 3 assists for Quinn Nelson. Good job by him so far as he drove in and found the open man outside. Tie game 21-21. Now Hayscamp guarded by Smith. Cage McKnight guarded by Morales. And he got the ball poked away. Peters on the other end. And he got it to go. The ball was poked away from McKnight by Morales, but it came to the hands of Peters, and he just dumped it right in. 23-21, Truman State leads. Now Brady Smith has it, backs down, gets a, oh, what a great pass to Quinn Nelson to tie the game back up at 23. Bounced the ball right in between two players. Tie game 23-23. Teams are trading baskets. See who get the first stop. As good defense by Gano on straight. Now they get to Hayscamp. Hayscamp with a contested three. No good. Bounce in and out. Brady Smith with the defensive board. He gets it to Gano. Now Smith. Smith looking. Gets it to Morales. Morales takes the three. And he got it to go. Nothing but net. Don't listen to me, Coco. Don't listen to me. 26-23. SBU leads. This game's going back and forth. These look like two top 4 teams in the conference. Hayscamp now has it, drives in, gets down Cage McKnight for three. No good. Rebounded by RJ Crawford. Throws it ahead to Nelson. Nelson gets it to Morales. Morales now kicks out to Crawford. Crawford to Gano. Bearcats are just looking to get a good offensive possession. Up by 3, 4 minutes, 5 seconds to go in this first half. Now Crawford. Crawford with 3. No good. Stepped into that, maybe looked in, not a good rhythm shot, but took it anyway. Now Hayscamp gets to Miller. Miller for 3. No good. Good contest by Nelson. Coach is telling him to call easy. Take it slow. Good possession. Gano brings it up. Takes 8 seconds off the shot clock there. Looking to get a good possession here. That's what the Bearcats do with their motion offense. Good possessions, screen, move, ball movement, everything. And it wears the defense down. Now Smith gets the ball inside to Morales, and he loses it. Gets it back, goes up with it, and good! Good turnaround jumper by Coco Morales. Bearcats lead by 5. And this is the biggest lead of the game for them. 28-23. Now Truman State on the other end. Gets it inside to Peters, and they call a foul. And Gano was right there to tip the ball away, and they called a foul on Mitch Gano. That's going to be his second. Now that's 3 players on SBU with 2 fouls. But it'll be Truman State ball, and they will be shooting a 1-and-1 after this media timeout. Bearcats lead 28-23. 3:12 left to go in this half. We're going to step aside, and we'll be back right after this. Right, we are back here at Truman State University as Dylan Peters will be at the line for a 1-and-1 for the Bulldogs. Houston Johnson checked in for SBU. So he got some good playing time last Saturday on senior day, and Peters' first free throw bounces off everything and drops in to make it a 4-point game. Where Peters had the air ball originally with the free throw. The second one is up, and that was good as well. So he's 3 of 4 from the free throw line. Bearcats lead 28-25. Nico Aguirre also checked in for SBU. Just under 3 minutes to go in this first half. Nelson has it. Bearcats looking to extend their lead. Now Brady Smith gets double teamed, guarded closely, gets out, throws it to Houston Johnson, and Johnson lost it. And the ball went out of bounds. Truman State basketball. It was a great pass by Brady Smith. It just looked like Johnson was not ready for it. And now Turner Scott's guarded closely by Aguirre on the other end. Aguirre's not letting him have anything easy. It's what he does. Quick little guard. Now they get the ball inside, and the ball almost went out of bounds, but Cade McKnight saved it, threw it to his teammates. Number 22, Josh Olendijk, and then got pushed out of bounds by Nico Aguirre. Foul called on him. His first team's 8th. Olendijk will be at the line for a 1-and-1. Make it a possibly 1-point game. His first free throw is up and good. Nothing but net. Fouls have been a big difference. There's 8 fouls against SBU and only 2 against Truman this game. But Truman also has 7 turnovers to the Bearcats 3. Truman's also out rebounding SBU by 5. That's a big thing that SBU likes to do. They're a big rebounding team, and they're getting out rebounded right now. They need to step that up. Second one was good for Olendijk. Now Bearcats have it. Up by 1, 2:17 remaining in this first half. Crawford, now to Johnson, now Aguirre. Aguirre gets a screen, Smith. Smith drives in, jumper, good, nothing but net for Brady Smith. Puts the Bearcats back up 3. Shihai staying on these refs, trying to get some fouls called, but they're not calling anything. Now Turner Scott on the other end, gets it to Peters. Peters to Miller. And now Hayescamp. Now number 3, Straits. They move the ball around. Bearcats are keeping it outside the three-point line. Miller tried to drive in, guarded by Nelson. Nelson didn't let him. Now Peters drives in, loses the ball, goes out of bounds off the Bulldogs. Bearcat basketball. Bearcats will have the ball up by 3. Coco Morales checks back in for the Bearcats. 1:37 remaining in this first half. Got Morales, Aguirre, Crawford Jr., Smith, and Nelson on the court for SBU. Now Crawford gets it out to Nelson. Aguirre, Smith, moving the ball around. Throw it inside to Crawford, guarded closely by Hayescamp. Takes a dribble, goes back in. It's up, off the glass, no good. So he got a lot of contact, still no foul called. Bearcats are not getting their layups to fall. On the other end, Turner Scott kicks it out. Miller for a wide open 3, bang. Tie game 30-30, just under a minute to go in this first half. This is a great game by both these teams. Now Morales, Smith. Bearcats are trying to get the lead back. They've had the biggest lead of the game of 5 so far. Smith has it inside, guarded by Straight, backs him up, goes up, off the glass and in. Big play by Brady Smith as he now has 9 points. Bearcats lead by 2, 35 seconds remaining. Bearcats will probably get one more possession as Bulldogs call the timeout. There is a 7-second difference between game clock and shot clock. We're going to stick right here. Whew. A heck of a game by both these teams. As the Bulldogs are shooting 50% from the field, 10 of 20, 3 of 12 from the three-point line. Bearcats are shooting 45% from the field, 14 of 31, but 4 of 8 from the three-point line. Man, close game. Truman has 8 turnovers, SBU has 3. SBU has 8 assists, Truman has 6. But Truman is still out-rebounding them by 6, which is the big difference in this game. Bearcats have not been able to capitalize off of the Bulldog turnovers. As we are back, Hayescamp is going to chuck it in to Turner Scott. It's 19 on the shot clock. They're going to use as much time as they can. As the Bearcats are in zone. Now 10 on the shot clock, 8. Now Turner Scott's going to go. As he drives in, up off the glass and in. 7 seconds to go. Trying to get it going quickly. 5 seconds. Aguirre pushes it. And couldn't get it to go on the other end. So we will head into half tied 32-32. Great game between both these teams. Make sure you stick around for the second half. We are going to take a quick break, and we'll be back after this. Hershey Arena on the campus of Truman State University in Kirksville, Missouri. We are just 3 minutes away from the start of this second half. Let's take a quick look at scores around the league while we have the time. See, Lindenwood is leading Indianapolis 64-51 with just 12:39 left to go. That will put Lindenwood as the 5 seed in the conference tournament. So if Lindenwood wins that and we lose this game, we will play Lindenwood in the first round. Lindenwood's one of the scariest teams in the conference just with their ability to score. We lost to them just barely by 1 in double overtime about a month ago here, or not too far from here in St. Charles, Missouri. Next is Maryville versus Lewis. Lewis is leading just by 4 with under 4 minutes to go in the first half. So that's a close one. We'll definitely have to keep an eye on that one. And then Rockhurst and William Jewell. That's also a close game as Rockhurst is leading that one by 6 with just 9 minutes and 4 seconds left. And over here, S&T is beating Illinois Springfield by 4 with 37 seconds left to go in the first half. So we are ahead of all these games, and we will most likely finish before all of these games finish except for Lindenwood, Indianapolis. I will keep you updated on that as best I can, and we will see what happens. Now, to start the second half, we're going to need a just a better defensive half for these Bearcats as they allowed Truman State Bulldogs to shoot 52% from the field, just 25% from 3. Now they're going to probably do better than that from 3, and I mean I think we can do better than 50% as well, or about there. And so if we contest better, continue to stop their shots, and make more of our layups close to the rim, I think we'll have a very good chance coming down the stretch here, and crash the boards more. We need to make sure getting more defensive and offensive rebounds. Those are some big keys for SBU this half. Brady Smith is leading the way for SBU with 9, and then Quinn Nelson and Joe Miller each have 5. Mitch Gannot, Bobrun, and Crawford Jr. has 2. They'll be the same starting 5 here to start the second half. Now keep in mind that Gannot, Miller, and Bobrun all have 2 fouls, so we need to pray and hope that they stay out of foul trouble to start this second half. And there's only 2 people on the Bulldogs team that have 1 foul, so hopefully the whistles will go our way, at least better our way this half than last half. If they don't, then it's going to be rough for us. But got to control what we can, play solid defense, and make shots. And here we are to start. Hayescamp inbounds it to Turner Scott. Scott gets it to Miller, and they get it quickly inside to Cade McKnight, guarded by Bobrun. They go right at him, and he loses it, and Mitch Gannot comes up with the ball. And he throws it ahead to Bobrun, right up and in. Good pass by Mitch Gannot, and heads up play by Bobrun to grab it and throw it right up and in. Bearcats quick 2 points in the first 20 seconds of this half. Go up by 2. Bearcats are chaining defense. See if they can get a good stop here. Miller, guarded by Smith. Gets it to Scott. It's guarded by Gannot. Gets a ball screen. Now Miller. And Peters on the other end goes up with it. No good. Gets the offensive board and got it to go. Ties the game back up at 34. Now Quinn Nelson has it. To Miller. Now Gannot drives in and gets a great pass to Bobrun. He goes up with it and he gets blocked. They don't call a foul. So on the other end, Cade McKnight is slow to come up the court. So yeah, hit in the face. But Bobrun needed to go up stronger with that and not get blocked as they throw it inside to Peters. And it goes out of bounds off of his hands. Bearcat basketball. Tie game, 34-34, 18:40 to go in this game. Gannot, now Miller, now Nelson. Throws it to Brady. Brady shot fakes. Doesn't do anything with that. Passes it to Gannot. Now Miller. Getting some screening and movement. Now Bobrun drives in but kicks it to Gannot. 9 on the shot clock. Gannot, good move. Tries to get it to Beaubrun, but ball gets stolen away by Peters. Bulldogs basketball. They push it ahead. Turner Scott was wide open for a second, but the Bearcats got there, and McKnight on the other end goes up with it. Goes right into Beaubrun and gets fouled. Man. That's going to be his third, team's first. McKnight's going to be at the line for 2. An 84% free throw shooter on the season, to give the Bulldogs a lead. Their first lead since 5:36 of the first. Now McKnight gets the ball back, made the first. Second one is up and no good. And Bearcats get the defensive board. Good hustle play by Joe Miller to go after it and knock it into the hands of Jaleel Beaubrun. Now Bearcats have it. Brady Smith gets it inside to Ganote. Ganote goes up, gets fouled, no good. Cannot get the shot to fall, but will go to the line for 2. That'll be a foul on number 12, Mason Miller. His first, team's first. Ganote will be at the line for 2. He's another solid free throw shooter. First one is up and good, nothing but net. Ties the game at 35. Gets the ball back for a second. And it's good. Coco Morales will check in for SBU, coming for Jaleel Beaubrun. Bearcats are chaining defense here. Need to get a stop. Up by 1. 17:40 to go in this game. Good, quick defensive possession by the Bearcats. Now Mason Miller has it guarded by Morales. Now gets it to Peters. Now Scott. And they call a foul on number 21, Brady Smith, his first, team's first. Cade McKnight's going to go to the line again for 2 shots. A lot of fouls, a lot of whistles blown here early. First one is up and good. Game tied again. May come down just to who can hit the free throws. Truman State is 9 for 11 so far, and second one is up and good. Make that 10 for 12. 10 of their 37 points have come from the charity stripe. Bearcats need to make sure they do not foul coming down the stretch. Truman State will knock them in. Now Morales has it. Miller drives in. Nice pass to Nelson, but the ball got tipped out of bounds. Bearcats will retain possession of it underneath. Gano to inbound it underneath. Gets it right into Brady Smith. All over him, up. And no good, but will be 2. Man, they were all over Brady Smith. And it took him a while to call the foul. Now Brady Smith will go to the line for 2 free throws. Nothing but free throws so far to start this game for both these teams. So he gets the first. And it's up and good. Tied game again, 37. Number 3, Hunter Strait checks back in for the Bulldogs. I mean, these free throws are huge for both these teams because this could very well come down to a 1-point game at the end. Brady Smith's second one's up and good. 2 for 2 for Brady Smith. He now has 11. Bearcats lead 38-37, just under 17 to go in this game. Now Miller. Scott looks to drive in, gets it, throws it across court to McKnight. McKnight gets stopped, and now Scott. Good defense by the Bearcats. Miller for 3. Bang. Puts the Bulldogs up 2. Good ball movement by the Bulldogs. Bearcats couldn't quite get contested shots in. Now Smith has it to Morales. Morales for 3, and he got it to go. Wow. I did not expect that to happen, but he took it and made it 2 for 2 for Juan Morales. As the Bearcats now lead by 1, and Kingman Knight gets the ball underneath. Ball gets stripped out. Oh, and out of bounds off of SVU. Almost looked like it went out of bounds off of McKnight, but they called it off of the Bearcats. Good strip by Quinn Nelson. He is having a heck of a defensive game so far. He's having a heck of a game in general. Not scoring a lot of points, but contributing on so many other levels. Now Turner Scott has it. 10 on the shot clock. It's a ball screen. Now Peters. Now Scott. 5 on the shot clock. Scott falls down, loses it, goes out of bounds. Bearcat basketball. That was a weird play that happened, but ended up being turned over by the Bulldogs. Bearcats will have it. They lead 41-40, 15-44 left in the game. They'll lead us to immediate timeout. So we're going to step aside. We'll be back right after this. Welcome back to Kirksville, Missouri, campus of Truman State University. Bearcats have the ball, leading by 1. Tyler Williams checked in for the Bearcats. He inbounds it to Ganote. It's Smith, Morales, Williams, Ganote, and Nelson on the court for the Bearcats. Brady Smith, now Williams has it. Now Nelson, 13 on shot clock, throws across court. Morales, he drives in, spin, up, and gets out to Ganote. Shot fake by him, up, and couldn't quite get it to go, but got the offensive board. Now Williams, 4-3, no good, but offensive board by Morales, and he got fouled. Good play by Coco Morales. He is having himself one heck of a game. Bearcat basketball foul was called on number 4, Dylan Peters, his second, team's third. Bearcats will have it underneath. It was not a shooting foul, but Bearcats will have it with a 20-second shot clock. Morales has 10 points, close to his career high, which he had earlier this year against Drury University. His career high is 12. And Ganote gets it into Morales. Now Williams. Now Nelson. Now Morales again. He takes another 3. That was no good, but Nelson got the offensive board, throws it out, but right into the hands of Dylan Peters. Now on the other end. Now Truman State has it. It's Turner Scott, guarded by Smith. He gets it to Hayescamp. Now hands it off to Straight. Now Miller gets it to Hayescamp. Turner Scott, step 3, air ball, no good, out of bounds. Bearcat basketball. That shot was a line drive. Maybe touched the rim. I don't know, but it hit a lot of net and went right underneath the hoop, and then went out of bounds. Bearcat basketball. They lead by 1. 14:30 to go in the game. Smith has it. Bearcats need a good offensive possession here. They get inside to Smith, down low, looking to go to work. He goes up, nice pass to Coco Morales, and he got fouled going up. Good pass by Brady Smith and play by Coco Morales. That was foul on number 4, Dylan Peters. That's going to be his third He's a really good player for the Bulldogs. He has 9 points this game. Coco Morales is at the line for 2. First one up, and good. If he hits this, he will tie his career high. What a game to have to tie his career high on, though. That's for sure. Nico Aguirre checks in for Quinn Nelson, and number 40, Cade McKnight checks in for Peters. And Morales gets the ball back for a second free throw. Bearcats up 2. Make that 3 as Morales ties his career high at 12. What a game he is having. Bearcats lead by 3, 14-15 to go. Turner Scott brings the ball up the court, guarded by Aguirre. It's a ball screen, now hands it off to Miller. Miller to Hayskamp. Hayskamp drives in, guarded by Smith. Turn up, and no good. Got the offensive board. Maybe traveled now. Scott for 3, and he got it to go. Tied the game at 43. Man, Bearcats need to get these offensive rebounds. Truman is getting a lot. Now Morales throws it around to Williams. Williams to Aguirre. Morales. Now Ganote. He throws it inside, and the ball went out of bounds off of SBU's. Ball was kind of wild there, and turnover Bearcats. Bulldogs basketball. Tough play. Mason Miller now has it. 13:30 to go. Tied game. Turner Scott, guarded by Ganote. Move the ball around. Scott gets it inside of McKnight, guarded by Morales, gets double teams. Now Hayskamp with a wide open 3, and he got it. They lead by 3. Bearcats have it. 13 minutes to go. Aguirre gets it to Ganote. This is the largest lead of the game for them. Yes, 3 points. Or tied for the largest lead. Now Morales hands it off to Smith. Gets double team, throws it across court to Ganote. Ganote drives in, spin. Gets a lot of contact, nothing called. And he throws the ball away. Now Turner Scott on the other end. Up off the glass, good. Truman State now leads by 5. Ganote went up and took a lot of contact, and they called nothing. Timeout called by the Bearcats. They trail by 5, 12:34 to go. That will lead us to a full timeout, so we're going to step aside, and we'll be back right after this. Kirksville, Missouri, as we are about to inbound it. 12:33 to go in the game. Bearcats have it down by 5. Aguirre, Miller, Morales, Ganote, and Crawford Jr. on the court for the Bearcats. Aguirre behind the back 3. Not a good shot, and he missed it. I mean, he hits those at times, but he's struggling from the three-point line. Get the ball moving. Now on the other end, Bulldogs have it. Hayskamp gets it to Scott. Got to get a stop here. Now McKnight down low to Scott for 3. 8-point game. 8-point game for the Bulldogs.
Bearcats can come back. They just need to have some good offensive possessions here. Now Morales. Now Miller. Now Crawford Jr. Now Ganopes. Gire. Bulldog bench is getting hyped. Miller for three. No good. Rebounded by the Bulldogs. They look to push it. Scott. Scott is having a big game. He has 12 points. And now Hayescamp. Bearcats need to get a stop here. Straight. 11:15 to go. Straight. Kicks it all the way across court to Miller. Miller for three. No good. But the Bulldogs got the offensive board. It was kicked out by McKnight. Brady Smith is going to check back in. Straight, drives up and in, and got an easy bucket. 10-point game. Bulldogs lead. Gano, now Aguirre. Now Morales to Miller. RJ Crawford drives in, pulls it out. Miller, Aguirre, Gano. They get it inside to Miller, and a foul is called. Needed that. There's going to be no shot, but that will be the 15th foul on the Bulldogs. So that will lead us to a full timeout, or a media timeout. Bearcats trail 43-53. We'll step aside and we'll be back right after this. Missouri. Just a quick update. Indianapolis came back and brought it to within. They were ahead, and now Lindenwood leads 72-70. So see how that goes. Brady Smith with a quick three on break and bang! Big three by Brady Smith. Much needed bucket for the Bearcats. So they took away that little run they had. They're now down by 7. 10:23 to go. They need stops. And charge! Brady Smith coming up big for the Bearcats. Foul came on number 24, Hayescamp. It was his third, team 6. So next foul by the Bulldogs will send SBU to the line. And now Crawford Jr. gets it into Aguirre. It's Nelson, Aguirre, Crawford Jr. Smith and Beaubrun on the court. And the ball went right in between the Beaubrun's hands, and he lost it. Turnover Bearcats. And he throws it inside, and the ball got tipped and then went out of bounds off of Cade McKnight. Bearcats get the ball back. Quick 2 turnovers by both these teams. Bearcats have the ball exactly 10 minutes on the clock. 53-46, Truman State leads. Now Crawford on the other end gets it to Aguirre. Now Smith. Smith throws it to Crawford Jr. Crawford Jr. for 3. Bang! Crawford Jr. 4-point game. Just like that. Back within 4. And the ladies team is here cheering on their boys. They're sticking for this whole game. Bearcats looking to get a stop. Now Miller. They get inside to McKnight. Guarded by Beaubrun. Turn up and in. Wow. Great play. Great play by the redshirt junior. 6-point game. Bearcats have the ball. Nelson. Now Aguirre. Just need a good possession. Now Smith. Smith has to drive in, guarded by Straight. Good defense. And then up, jumper. Couldn't quite get it to fall. Rebound by McKnight, and they call a foul. Foul's going to be on number 22, Nikhil Aguirre. His second, team's third. Truman State has it. They lead 55-49, 8:55 to go in the game. Bearcats need to get a stop. Now Straight. Yeah, the Hayes camp. Now Scott. Guarded closely by Aguirre. Scott gets a ball screen. Throws it to Hayes camp. Hayes camp throws it across to Miller. Miller for three. Got it to go. Back to a 9-point game. Now Aguirre has it to Crawford. Nelson has been quiet points-wise this game. Now Smith. Smith tried to get it inside to Nelson, couldn't find him. Smith drives in, picks up his dribble. Now gets it to Crawford Jr. 10 on the shot clock. Very close, throws it across court to Beaubrun, but it gets stolen away. Straight picks it up. Now Scott with it. Just under 8 minutes to go in the game. Next whistle lead to immediate timeout. Scott, now Hayescamp throws it inside to McKnight. McKnight up and good. 11-point game, biggest lead for the Bulldogs. Now Aguirre hands it off to Nelson. Crawford Jr. He drives in. Holds up his dribble, takes a jumper. No good. Offensive rebound by Aguirre to Nelson. Nelson, contested three. No good. Not a smart shot by the Bearcats. Now Turner Scott looks to push it. Throws it across court. Straight for three. No good. Bearcats are very fortunate it did not fall in. They throw it down the field, or down the court. Nelson, and he gets fouled. And he'll go up. That will lead us to immediate timeout. That foul came on number 10, Turner Scott. That'll be his first. So Truman State leads 60-49, 7:10 left in the game. Quinn Nelson will be at the line for two shots after this immediate timeout. We'll step aside and we'll be back right after this. Back to Crooksville, Missouri. So we are under 8 minutes to go in this game. Quinn Nelson is at the line for two shots to cut it to a single-digit deficit. First one is up and good. The net, best free throw shooter on the Bearcats. 60-50. Truman State shooting 58.3% from the field this game. SBU is the best defensive field goal percentage team in the conference, and they're letting Truman hit everything they want, so they need to stop. They need a few stops right here to come back in this game. Bulldogs hit a few threes here, it's over. Now Turner Scott has it. And get inside to McKnight. Bearcats are in zone defense, kick it out straight. Now Miller. Straight, 8 on the shot clock. They get inside Hayescamp. Hayescamp throws it across court to Scott. Scott for three. Man, he's good. Just a great play. A great player. Now Brady Smith has it down low. Up, no good. McKnight with the defensive board. Bearcats trail by 12. 6:18 left to go in this game. UND is leading Lindenwood by 1 with 7 seconds to go. And UND just got an offensive board and then a foul called against them. So they're going to go to the free throw line. Lead 75-74, 6.1 seconds to go. I have no idea what that's going to do to the standings. All I know is we're going to get the 4th seed, more than likely. McKnight hands it off to Turner Scott. 6 minutes to go. Scott drives in and jump ball called. Possession will go to the Bearcats. Good play by the sophomore out of Suwanee, Georgia, Mitch Ganote. I tell you, I mean, this Bearcats are playing fine. I mean, they're not having their worst game, but they need to be better defensively. That's what Truman hit 6 threes this half, which they cannot do. If they are to play this team again, which is a definite chance, if they need to be better defensively, they cannot let them shoot 59% from the field. I mean, this game isn't over yet. Bearcats still have a chance. And then a foul is called by number 10, Turner Scott. It's going to be his second. It's going to send Quinn Nelson to the line for a 1-and-1. Best free throw shooter for the Bearcats. So going to cut it to 10. First one is up. No good. Spoke too soon. Nelson does not miss a lot of free throws, but he missed that one. They got to hit those if they're going to come back in this game. Need stops, though. Now Miller drives in. And off to 2 points for Dylan Peters. So Mitch Ganote was slow to draw the charge. 65-51, Truman State leads. Now Williams to drive in, hand it off to Nelson. Nelson, spot 3, bang. Keeps them in the game, 11-point game. 5:07 left. Straight, gets it into Turner Scott. And he gets out of that, he gets out of double team easily. Gets the ball back. And the ball gets stolen away by Tyler Williams. Throws it ahead to Brady Smith. Brady Smith up and foul and the bucket! Cuts it to 9 and he'll go to the line for 1. That was a big play by the Bearcats to keep them in this game. 4:48 to go. Brady Smith, the line for 1. Gets the ball, it's up and good. 8-point game. They keep getting stops and buckets. I mean, timeout is going to be called by the Bulldogs here. Coach Horner wants to take a second and talk to his team. That will be a full timeout. So we're going to step aside and we'll be back in just a few moments.
Bearcats got a quick 6 points to cut it back. And now Bulldogs have it on the other end.
4:37 to go. Bulldogs lead 65-57. Hayescamp with the contested three and got it to go. Jeez. I mean, you just can't have much better defense than that, and hit it. Now Smith up off the glass and in. Cut it to 9. They need to get stops here. Need to hope they miss. And then a foul is called. Foul's will be called on number 10, Mitch Canote. Hunter Straight checks out. Mason Miller checks in. Bulldogs inbound it. That was the third on Mitch. We got 2 more to give.
Bearcats need to stop here.
Now, Turner Scott, they get it inside to Dylan Peters, who got fouled by Brady Smith. And that will lead to a immediate timeout. So after that, Hunter Straight, Dylan Peters will be at the line for 2.
We'll step aside for just a moment. We'll be back right after this. Back to Parachute Arena. Dylan Peters is at the line for 2. Just gotta hope he misses one of these. And he misses the first off the front of the iron. Now let's hope he misses 2. Misses this. Bearcats get a 3, and it's just like that, a 6-point game. So we'll see. He's got to box out, get the rebound, and update. University of Indianapolis beats
Lindenwood University 77-74. So that will be really weird. I'm not sure if UND can make the tournament now, but on the other end, Mitch Canote dribbles through 2 defenders, goes right up and in, gets 2 points. 8-point game. Bearcats are not giving up. Now Scott. They throw it ahead. Hayescamp. Throw it to Peters for an easy 2. Makes it back to a 10-point game. Now Canote. Smith. Smith gets it to Aguirre. It's a ball screen. He goes up off the glass, no good. Did not get it to fall. Hayescamp with the defensive board, and that will just about do it. Just under 3 minutes to go. Now, Turner Scott in the corner calls a timeout.
30-second timeout has been called by the Bulldogs.
Bulldogs lead 71-61.
30-second timeout.
Well, it's been a good season for the Bearcats, that's for sure. And it's not over. Definitely not over. I sound sad right now, but it's because I wanted to beat this team, wanted to beat the number 3 team in the nation. But this season is by no means over. We can strike back from this and beat them again in the conference tournament. There's a good chance that we will play them again next Saturday in this very same building. If we are to, we lose this game, get the 4 seed, and win on Wednesday against whoever we play, we would play the number 1 seed, which will be Truman, and we will play them here in this court a week from today in the semifinals of the conference tournament. Let's beat them. Let's beat them then and go to the finals of the conference tournament. That'd be nice. Cade McKnight dribbled and got the shot blocked out of bounds. He took about 3 steps there, but they did not call a travel. And now Dylan Peters is going to check in for Cade McKnight. Turner Scott gets it into Hayscamp. Hayscamp drives in, almost gets stolen away. 8 on the shot clock. Now Scott gets double teamed, picks up his dribble, throws it across court. Hayscamp, step 3, and he got it. Wow. I mean, there's not much you can do about that. That's great play. And Joe Miller took a lot of contact going up for a layup. No good. Got the own rebounds. And now gets it to Crawford Jr. for 3. No good. Offensive board, Smith. Smith shot fake, goes up, and he got fouled. Bearcats trail by 13. 2:06 to go. Well, hey, we learned a lot from this game. We learned how dang good this Truman State Bulldogs team is. I think we also learned that we need to defend them better if we have any chance of beating them. I mean, we scored 61 points. I mean, it's not bad. We've won on 61 points. We just need to defend them better. Can definitely do better on offense as well. We missed a lot of layups. And the second one is up and good. 12-point game, 2:06 to go. Bearcats are not giving up. Give them that. But man, these Bulldogs have hit some tough threes in tough situations, which has won them the game. And we'll just about do it. Tyler Williams tips the ball out of bounds. Hayscamp inbounds it to Turner Scott. Turner Scott drives in. It's the ball blocked, stolen away by Nelson. Nelson pushes it, gets it to Ganote. Ganote, Smith for 3. No good. And then there's a foul on Tyler Williams. It's only number 6 on SBU. I mean, you look at the stats. I mean, Bearcats shot 41%, but Truman shot 61%. You're never going to win a game where you let another team shoot 61%. And I mean, they hit 8 threes in this half. Never going to win a game if you let that happen. I know Coach Chia is going to look back at this game and going to look at the film like, okay, we need to be better defensively. We can beat this team. We just can't let them shoot 61%. So, but season is by no means over. Still got a lot of basketball left for this team, I think. They got a good chance on Wednesday, whoever they play. But their bid for the regional tournament is still going to be up in the air. They need to have a showing in the conference tournament to make it. If they win on Wednesday, they have a lot better chance. Bearcats trail by 14. Nelson drives in, up, got fouled, no good. Nelson has 10 points. Very quiet 10 points. He'll go to the line for 2. He was 45 points away from 1,000 coming to this game. Now he's only 35 points away for his career. Looking to make it 33. First one is up and good. This team doesn't give up. Second one for Nelson is good. 76-64. Turner Scott breaks the double team, throws it to Straight. Straight brings it out. And he's triple teamed. And it's inside now. Hayescamp, now Scott. Under a minute to go. Straight for 3. Bang. Wow. Crawford drives in, gets fouled.
Foul is number 24, Elijah Haskamp, his 5th personal.
And that was the 5th on Hayescamp.
Replaces Haskamp. Switching Crawford
Well,
enters.
we will most likely be back in action on Wednesday. Against who, we do not know yet. I'm thinking it's probably going to be McKendree. As Lindenwood lost, Rockhurst is winning pretty heavily. McKendree did not play today, so I'm not sure. Let me see if I can refresh this. It does not look updated. But they're not showing any of the scores. Let's see here. Lewis and Maryville. Lewis is up by 15. That should be game there. Rockhurst is up by 12 with 13:10 to go. Possible game there. I don't know. We'll see. It's the whole thing is just crazy with the PRS system. We do not know who will win or who will play who until later this afternoon. So I'm sure we will post out very soon of what happens. But that will end it here. Truman State Bulldogs take down the SVU Bearcats 79-66 here in Perishing Arena. Well, that will end it here. There's a good regular season. The Bearcats will end it 15-6. Good regular season for them. We'll see how they handle coming up on Wednesday with whoever they play. They could very well be back in this arena playing against this team in the semifinals of the conference tournament. They just got to figure out what they did wrong and see how they can get better. So that will end it here. Thanks for joining in, and